Hi everyone. So today I'm just going to do a little get ready with me and sit down and chit chat. I kind of just want to talk about life today, to be honest. And I have somewhere to be in a little bit. So I figured I would film myself getting ready. Yeah. So I'm just putting on foundation. I'm starting out with the L'Oreal Paris Infallible Pure Glow, Pro Glow, Pure Glow. I really like this foundation a lot. And if you're curious, I'm in the color 202 Creamy Natural, which is a little bit light, but I normally just bronze it up like in the summertime. But I really like this foundation, so yeah, and I'm not going ham. I'm already moisturized and everything, so um, yeah, so we're gonna go in with that, and we're gonna start that. We're gonna see how this goes. I hope the lighting's like okay, whatever. Alrighty, so here we go. Yeah. So I kind of want to just talk a little bit about life. Because I've been experiencing a lot of change lately and don't really know how to process it all. And I've been told that I am gracefully getting through, um, which I guess is a good thing. But yeah, I'm just going to kind of get right into it. So this year has kind of been a bit of a rough start for me, if you will. Sorry, I'm just like looking kind of like, or just to make sure that like I'm in frame. This year has started out kind of wild. So I lost my job right after the new year. And on that same day, I lost my great grandmother. She passed away on the same day, and I was very, very close with her. So all of this, together created a lot of stress. It was a lot of shock, and it really, I just honestly did not know how to react. Okay, like it was like a lot of change, like kind of thrown at me, like all at like one time, and I'm sure there's people out there that can relate. Um, but yeah, so the place I was working at, I don't want to talk too much about it, but basically, like I didn't get fired, but it was time for me to go, and I knew it was time for me to go for a very long time, and I wasn't doing anything about it, and so the universe took it upon itself to tell me to hit the road, Jack, and move on. But I'm a firm believer that, change is a good thing, and sometimes it might be like hard in that moment and it might be shocking. Um, but, good things can come from change and you can at least count on change. And, like I said, I feel like if you are not going to, you know, make change for yourself and you're going to sit there and continue to crumble in things, the universe is eventually going to tell you, girl, you need to do something about it, and it's gonna do something for you. So, yeah, I went into work, and that was my last day, and I was like, oh, okay, you know, kind of left with nothing. So not a great way to start your new year. And then on the same time, losing someone that you're super, super close with and someone that you love, it's heartbreaking. I can't express the amount of like rejection I felt and the amount of loss that I felt. Um, and honestly, I had to really sit down with myself and I had to say, look, I'm either going to make the best of this situation or I'm going to let myself crumble. And, I decided that I am going to make a positive out of this. There's a lot of things that I've been wanting to do creatively that I've been holding myself back on, um, because, I had a different job and, I was not allowing myself to have that time. And now I have the time. And it's time for new things. And I realized I need to embrace the change. I think sometimes, we get so caught up in the, oh my God, why is this happening to me? Oh my God, this is happening to me. And instead of looking at it in a more positive light, taking that change and really seeing the power in it. And that's what I was like, I need to do. I need to see the power in this situation. And I've honestly been a lot less anxious. I don't feel anxious to get ready for work anymore. I am currently looking for new jobs, but I've just been doing a lot of artwork, and I've been doing a lot of creative things, and one of them is doing stuff like this in my meantime, doing makeup and beauty, and I've been now starting to film myself, and it's great. I just feel motivated and I feel happy, and like I said, it's making me realize that with all of this sudden change, that sometimes you need that sudden change to really switch gears in life, and to really do the things that your heart's been telling you over and over again. This is what I really want. And so I'm just setting under my eyes. Kind of have like a weird process, and I'm not really like explaining it right now, but I did concealer under my eyes. I just used the NYX HD concealer. I'll list everything down below so that you know what I'm using. And right now I'm just setting my under eyes a little bit with the NYX Studio HD Professional Powder. I'll show you here in a second. Hold on. And I put on some like liquid highlighter. I really like liquid highlighters. I didn't really go that ham today. I also kind of in a hurry. So I feel like I'm just kind of rambling on about this change thing. But it's crazy. Like, you almost feel like sometimes, oh, I could never lose so much. Or, oh, how could I, get through whatever. But you kind of just go into a mode of, okay, well, it's now or never. There's nothing else that I can really do. I kind of have to just bite the bullet, go for it. So, it's crazy because a lot of people keep saying to me, they're like, oh, well, obviously people have been very supportive. People have been wonderful. I have great friends and I have wonderful family. But a lot of people keep saying, how are you okay? How are you okay? How are you, girl? How are you how are you doing this so well? And, I really have no answer. Okay, sorry, I just did blush. I'm just using the NYX Ombre Blush. I really like it. I really have no answer for it, except that it was either, like I said, I let myself crumble, or I picked myself up and, motivated myself to go forward and to take that, energy and exude it in a different way. I felt that I really had no other choice but to do that. I mean, I think sometimes little things, we kind of tend to just, blah, blah, blah. But, when you have such a big traumatic change, at least for me, I feel like it was either left or right. It was I either turned left or I turned right. There was no oh, we'll just kind of sorry, I'm going to drink my smoothie too. Blueberries, banana, spirulina powder, and vanilla almond milk. So, okay, where are we at now? Eyebrows. So just a little natural glowy look, a little natural glow. Now with the loss, that was really hard. It's kind of hard to be like, oh my God, I just lost the, security of, a job, and you know what I mean? To be trying to process that, but then to be like, oh, so now a family member died, obviously now you have the funeral, and you have all of that stuff. But yeah, my nails are not done. Please do not judge. This is a no judgment zone, by the way, so we're not judging here. It's been hard in a way. I had a feeling my grandmother was going to be passing soon. Now this is my great grandmother. And I kind of had a feeling that she was going to be passing soon. And, as much as it like broke my heart, I know she's obviously much happier. And I believe that she is watching over me and guarding me. And, she's now with me anywhere, anytime. And believe me, I was a wreck for a while, especially when I was, went back home to be around family. I was hysterical. I really loved this woman, but, just because she's now not here on the physical earth doesn't mean that I can't, not have her around. And I have a lot of her things. Even before she passed, she was giving me a lot of paintings and things like that. So I feel like I have a lot of her surrounding me, and I think that's been kind of like comforting in all of this other, craziness that's been happening. But I just want to say that it, like everyone deals with things differently, loss and grief, and like it, I just channeled into my artwork. I just, I've just been trying to keep myself busy, and, I fell back into my artwork, and, it feels wonderful. But I think some good advice is that you have to let yourself be like open to change. And like I said, I think it would have been even harder to try and, sorry, I'm just making sure my brows are okay. I think it would have been even harder for me to sit back and let myself go, if that makes any sense. Like to sit there and say, oh my God, why me? No, because it's not the end. Like, you can't why me, it's, being a woman of trans experience, I have learned to really accept change. I've really had no other choice. I guess I've just kind of learned to like really accept change and embrace change. I think it's good to embrace change, and, like I said before, it's, sometimes you get to a point where like, if you're not going to, do something about a situation, like most times, like the universe, she's going to take care of it for you, honey. Like she's, and that's exactly what she did to me. I mean, she was like, I go see a therapist, and my therapist was like, you were literally picked up, from the ocean, and you were dropped on shore. I love that analogy because it's true. I was literally just kind of picked up in one spot and like relocated. And I think sometimes, like, I think also at the same time, I've been unhappy with a lot of things in my life, and I've been wanting to just do different things in my, like, career and that anyway. And like I said, I was not really doing anything about it. And, it forced me to now I have to do something about it. And that's not a bad thing because I'm actually much happier to move on, You're in certain places for certain periods of time for a reason. You learn things and you grow and you experience things, you make connections, and then there's times where it's just time to move on. And I think I just knew it was time to move on, and I had to accept it. So it was either accept it now and, move on and not dwell on it, or sit there and dwell on it and be depressed and give up on myself. And that was not an option. So good. Change is good, guys. Change is good. Miley Cyrus tells us that. In her song Younger, just listen to it. Change is a thing you can count on. And I am a firm believer in that. So I'm just gonna pop a little color on my lids. I'm just going to use the Ojai palette. I think, which one is this? It's like, I don't know, it's the blue one. I forget the name of this one. I don't know, it's the, yeah, it's the blue one. Just going to use this. Oh, the Treasure palette from Ojai, the Urban Outfitters brand. Yeah, I mean, honestly, guys, just when there's a lot of change happening in your life, just, you know, sometimes just, you know, just embrace it. Just embrace it, honestly. And just go for it. Let it happen. Don't resist. That's another point I want to bring up. If you start resisting too much, that's also like not going to be good. And when you resist, you know, you kind of end up in like shocking situations because, you know, you've resisted so much and said no, 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 and now it's like boom, yeah, you were chewed up and spit out. So yeah, I'm just putting a little like shimmer on my lid, and then I'm gonna just kind of like blend it out. I don't really feel like doing a whole like, you know, full on look. I don't really have like time for that today. So that's why I'm just kind of keeping it simple here. Hopefully no one's cringing out there. You know, with like, what is she doing? Oh my God, why is she applying it like that? I've been doing makeup long enough now. Like, I'm good. Just kidding. Wow, that sounded like so mean. I don't know. It just sounded like really snobby. But it's true. I am a makeup artist. BT tabs. By the way, so I'm just gonna kind of like blend that out. Sound like a little pop. I'm literally just going to see my therapist today, so. Also, like, you know, when it comes to change and stuff like that, like, don't be afraid to like seek a therapist, like talk to people. Like the night that like everything went down, like I was on the phone like literally the entire night. And like I just thank God for, I really do, for the people I have in my life, my family and friends, and I don't know. I just love the people that I have in my life, and I just could not feel more thankful and blessed. So honestly, like, don't be afraid to like reach out to people. Like, you know, if people are there to help you, like, let people help you, honestly, because it really helps you get through. It really does. And if you have something too, I think that you're really passionate and motivated about. So like, I'm really passionate and motivated with makeup and beauty and that kind of stuff. And I've always wanted to, you know, film myself and do this kind of thing. And I held myself back for a long time. You're like, oh, I don't have time. You know, that's the other thing. You got to stop making excuses for yourself and just do it, you know? You know, I guess just try not to like fear the unknown. Honestly, stay present. That's a really good piece of advice too. Like, honestly, stay present. Don't focus too much, you know, in the past. I gotta like do something with this hair quick too. Like, don't focus too much in the past and like what has happened. Focus more on like the now and like what you're doing now and like what's getting you through now, what's helping you now. Okay, I'm gonna like use a different like mirror because yeah, my Jeffree Star like highlighter thing's broken, so we're just gonna use that. Which, my lashes are really weird, by the way. Like, I have to normally curl them like forever. So a lot of times I heat up my curling iron. Oh my God. My lash curler with heat from the blow dryer. And then, yeah. So it's probably creepy. Oh, wow. But, you know, just embrace change, guys. Really, really embrace change, you know, because it can bring a lot of like great things. And I will say, like, it's crazy how, you know, I thought, oh my God, everything's like, oh my gosh, I have nothing. But in a weird way, I kind of feel like I have more than what I had a few weeks ago. Seriously, I really honestly do. Because I feel like I found myself and I'm like learning, like I don't know how to explain it. I realized I wasn't happy. I realized I was not happy, and I realized that I needed to be doing something else. So, here we are. And I want to get out of fashion for a bit. I want to really focus on beauty. Like I said, I've been doing makeup freelance for a few years now. I'm self-taught. And then the company I worked for, ended up becoming like the makeup artist like for the company, and so I did makeup for the company for a while, for photo shoots and events and all that fun stuff. Sorry, it's really hard to talk and do this at the same time. Bottom mascara, but yeah. So I've gotten a lot of great experience, and like I said, there's no hard feelings anymore. It's whatever, like you have to realize that there's times for things, and sometimes you got to move on from other things to be able to experience new things. Like, how are you going to grow if you're stuck in the same spot? You know what I mean? You got to allow yourself to grow and allow yourself to change. Stop beating yourself up and stop sitting there in toxicity and letting yourself be miserable. Like, because I realize it's like I can't blame anyone, and it's not even to blame myself, but like you can't blame anyone but yourself if you're sitting there knowing you're unhappy and you're not doing what you want and you're not feeling fulfilled, and honestly, yeah, I just kind of, even just in this short amount of time, I'm starting to feel more like fulfilled and happy. So the best advice I can give you is to just embrace the change. Don't be afraid of it. Focus on what it is that you want now and go for it. Like there's a lot of other things that are happening this year. I am having bottom surgery, sexual reassignment surgery, SRS, gender confirmation surgery, GRS. It's gender reassignment surgery. There's gender confirmation surgery. There's so many terms for it. Regardless, I'm having my bottom surgery, if you will. Which I want to do a video on soon because I want to inform people about it and stuff. That's a really big change happening, which I'm super excited for. So yeah, I think that's going to kind of wrap up today's video. I'll pop on probably just a little bit of lip gloss. I don't have any in front of me. I did moisturize my lips already, but yeah, I'll leave a list of the items I left below. So this is just today's look and just a little glow, little natural look. But yeah, I hope this video was helpful. I just wanted to sit down and chit chat. So hopefully, you were sitting down to do your makeup too. Don't do what you don't want to do. There's going to be, consequences to things. If any of you watch Hey Paris, I watched a video where she was talking about cutting out toxic people and she was talking about making changes and stuff, and just how kind of, oh, wait, hold on, where was I don't even know where I was going with that thought anymore. I literally just lost my train of thought. Oh, she was talking about you don't need to do anything that you don't want to do, but there is going to be consequences to things. Yeah, that's true. Sometimes, obviously to make a living or to make ends meet, you sometimes have to, do other things that you don't really maybe necessarily want to do. But maybe it's, it's bringing home the bread and it's giving you benefits. But that shouldn't stop you from, doing the things that you really want and going for your dreams and, conquering what it is that you want to conquer. So yeah, so that's gonna wrap up today's video. Thank you so much for watching. And I will be back with another video soon. This was a really fun little get ready chit chat. I don't want it to be too long, but yeah, thank you so much for watching. I really hope it was helpful. Stay strong out there, everyone. Like, you got this. You have to just embrace life and, go for what makes you happy, and it's all going to be okay. Life is a journey, and it's all about growth and, getting to a happy place in life. So yeah, thank you for watching. And if you liked this, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you next time. Bye.